I'm St. Paul Mayor Kaohly Her. I am joining Mayor Fry in demanding ICE leave our cities immediately before they cause any more harm.
And to our immigrant and refugee communities, let me be clear. You are a vital part of our city. You are loved, and you are wanted, and you are important to the fabric of our state. We've received reports of federal law enforcement officers going door to door asking people where the Asian people live, right in our very own city. That is the America that we are living in right now, where people cannot access food, they cannot access healthcare, they cannot access their basic needs because of the terror, because our cities are under siege.
You took office, I think it's important for everybody watching to know, 2 weeks ago. So you've been there 2 weeks.
For as much as he's been trying to terrorize us, the community is sticking together. And I want people to know that this administration can punish our city and can punish our state, but they will never break our spirit, and that we will show and continue to love each other and create networks to support each other, and that we will continue to show kindness to those who are the most hurt by what this federal government is doing. We will continue to be Minnesotans. I personally have been with community where I was the person locking and unlocking doors at a supermercado in order to make sure that ICE wasn't entering the facilities. I've delivered groceries to people who were afraid to open their door, knowing that it was the mayor of St. Paul that was delivering their groceries to them, that they were still afraid.
I wanted to speak to you directly now that the federal government has ended its surge of ICE agents in our community. People will begin to leave their homes and return to more normal routines. But we will never, ever forget the mark this occupation left on our city.
Now let's get to work, or in the words of Melissa Hortman, LFG.
You know, actually, one of the first things I said to our departments was that I wanted to look at the nuts and bolts of how we run our city. And one of those things is, you know, being out in the snow plows, which I got to do with this fantastic crew. But also, you know, they had set up time so that I could come out and see how we fill potholes.
When you come work for the St. Paul Fire Department, you get 70,000 chances a year to go out on runs of all different kinds. This is the place to experience it all.
Hi, I'm Mayor Kaohly Her, and we are at our City Hall where today people got married. And so much gratitude for our judges and our judicial system for creating an opportunity for people to come together and to be able to celebrate the rest of their lives together. So thank you for letting me join all of you and participating.
I am honored to be here with Craig Leopold to announce the City of St. Paul and the Minnesota Wild have reached a framework agreement to fund necessary renovations to 3 of our largest city-owned properties, the Grand Casino Arena, Roy Wilkins Auditorium, and River Center.
We have expertise here that you do not see across the state, the ability to open up a plant, to manage that plant, and to ensure that it is in operations, and then the people who operate this so that everyone else can come in and get their asphalt and be able to fill their streets.
As we tackle bringing back vibrancy to downtown, we are so grateful for their partnership and for willing to jump in headfirst with us in doing all of this work. As the Twin Cities prepares for what may be one of the largest storms in years.
It feels really nice, so fancy.
We have 2 types of cars. Free float is the ones that kind of are like a Lime scooter.
Yeah.
You can pick them up anywhere using your app.
Trump and Kristi Noem illegally sent thousands of masked, unaccountable agents to occupy our streets for months. And like so many of Donald Trump's other ventures, he failed. Finances and getting our government back to doing the basics right may not be flashy, but it is important for every facet of our city, from renters to business owners to visitors to homeowners. My commitment to the city is that we will get back to the basics of running our government right.